My sister is on the call today. And in 2018, she was in Cancun, her and her daughter, for a trip. And I remember looking at her pictures on Facebook. I'm scrolling through them and I was like so jealous. I was so jealous of my sister. Isn't that awful? Let me see. I think this might be the Potter. I'll put it in the group. I'm not sure if this quote is from the Potter, but the Potter is in The Law and the Promise. But it says here, enact the scene in our imagination, if only momentarily. This is important. If only momentarily, with a joy sufficiently felt within its limits to make it natural. So I see these pictures. I'm jealous as hell looking at them. And I remember, no, my job is to imagine myself there. Okay. So I imagine she's showing pictures of the beach bed that she's lying on, the food of all the restaurants that she's eating in. I literally took not even 10 minutes. I imagined being on that beach bed. I'm lying down. I'm feeling the softness of the cushion on the beach bed behind me. I'm feeling the warmth of the sun. I'm listening to the waves crashing in because we're on the beach, right? Then I imagined myself eating the steak that she was eating at the restaurant. She put a picture of that. I know what a steak tastes like. I know what a steak smells like. And I just sat there for 10 minutes doing all of this. And this was one of the pivotal moments in my life because 2 weeks later, two moms from my son's hockey team says, hey, Cheryl, we just booked a trip. Why don't you come with us? Because we had gone dancing. This was in, December. We had gone dancing to some salsa club and it was so cold. And we're like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if we were dancing in some tropical place? Little did I know that I was dropping seeds. So 2 weeks later, these moms come to me and say, we're going on this trip. Why don't you come with us? My first reaction was like, there's no way in hell that my husband's going to let me go. And then the guilt started coming over me, like, who am I to spend $1,500 of the family money and be so selfish to go on a trip just for you? How selfish. This whole story that didn't match what I wanted. I talked it over with my husband because my husband was the coach of the team and he really wanted those two moms' kids to sign on for the next season. So those moms went to him and said, if you let your wife go on this trip with us, then we'll bring our kids back next season. So then my husband's like, fine, go on the trip. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to let the guilt go. I deserve it. I started changing my story. I deserve this. It's going to be so much fun. I asked him where, tell me what resort it is and I'll go and book it. And it was the exact same resort that my sister was at, that 2 weeks earlier I was imagining being on, the exact same resort. So literally 3 weeks later we go. So 5 weeks after I imagined this, I was literally lying down on the same beach bed. I went to the same restaurants. I ate the same food. And I thought, there's something to this. There was something to this because there are hundreds of resorts in Cancun. And not only that, there are thousands of resorts everywhere. And why was it that resort? So our imaginations are powerful. And our job here is to always imagine what it is that we want all the time. There is no wavering faith. You catch yourself in the middle of a thought that doesn't serve you. You have a responsibility to yourself to stop yourself in that moment and let it go. Release it. It doesn't match what I desire. It's got to go. We're going to get doubt, fear, anxiety, overwhelmment, any type of lower level emotion that doesn't match what we want and how we want to feel and say, get behind me, get out of my way, because it's a false story. That's all it is. If you truly understand that you and your Father are one, there's nothing that can stop us except these stories that we continue to hold on to. These stories that we continue to believe. And every time it comes to the surface, we're going to say that it's there for our benefit. It's not there to sabotage us. It's there to bring it into our awareness that there is something within us that we need to transmute. That's all that is. And that's what we're going to practice.